given that we're still in the middle of a pandemic, will Halloween be allowed to happen this year?
The answer is yes. Halloween is going to happen. However, it will be a very different Halloween from what we are used to.
So what about trick-or-treating? Is trick-or-treating allowed to happen this year?
Trick-or-treating is such a joyful event for children and adults alike, and we came up with a guidance to keep it as safe as possible during this pandemic. So as long as these guidelines are observed with social distancing, and we can go in through the details what that means, trick-or-treating can happen in some form.
Okay, so I'd imagine kids are not going to walk right up to someone's doorstep and knock on the door. How exactly would that look?
Exactly, we discourage that because that is not a very safe procedure. It's possible that somebody could welcome kids in their driveway with a good social distancing, maybe have a table in between and hand out commercially wrapped candy individually to kids in a way that is safe.
Thank you. And what about gatherings? Will there be any type of gathering that will be allowed this year to celebrate Halloween?
Unfortunately, gatherings and parties are very unsafe activities to do during this pandemic, so we do not recommend any gatherings. There are some alternatives that can be tried, like drive-by parades or drive-in movie theater,
Okay.
things of that sort.
So those are some other alternatives to trick-or-treating, maybe for people that don't want to trick-or-treat but would like to have an outdoor activity. Are there any other ideas that you can think of safe outdoor activities?
Well, as long as people keep a social distance, make sure to wear a face covering and a mask, and not cling together in groups of people. There's a lot of creative thought out there, and some people are doing or planning a trunk or treat version, for instance, making sure that people don't turn it into a tailgate party, obviously.
Okay, thank you. And if people are going trick-or-treating, are there any other recommendations or considerations that you have to offer?
Yes, I would strongly recommend to not let children ring the doorbells, and I would also ask parents to respect if somebody doesn't turn the lights on, not to go to those houses, and just make sure trick-and-treaters are wearing masks, not just costume masks, but some that work as a face covering, and wash their hands or carry hand sanitizers in between.
Great, thank you very much.
You're welcome.